narco-terrorists, drug traffickers, pedophile gang stalkers from the west side, north side of Dayton, Ohio, Kettering, Ohio, Miamisburg, Ohio, Moraine, Ohio. Freedom is integrity, integrity is freedom. This list is a narco-terrorists, human traffickers, child pornographers, rapists, blackmailers. They are threatening my life. They are not wearing masks during the COVID pandemic. The concept of narco-terrorism originates from an understanding that the two phenomena of narcotics trafficking and terrorism are interconnected, and subsequently that a coordination of anti-drug and anti-terror policy can be used as well as necessary to effectively deal with both threats. Narco-terrorism has traditionally been connected with Latin America. However, narco-terrorism is increasingly linked to the regions of Central and Southeast Asia, specifically the regions called the Golden Crescent and the Golden Triangle. This article examines the concept of narco-terrorism in terms of the two phenomena. It incorporates as well as the anti-drug and anti-terror measures that take place as a result of the coordination of policy in relation to narcotics and narco-terrorism. The similarities and dissimilarities between kinds of narco-terrorist organizations and similarities and dissimilarities between counter-narcotics and counter-terrorism efforts. What is made clear is that narco-terrorism, although an important concept for countermeasure efforts, it is still only a part of the threat image presented by the threats of narcotics, terrorism, and the entirety of the security threats cannot be eliminated if the main focus is placed only on parts where they converge. So my problem about my targeting is that they are drug traffickers. They are from Dayton, Ohio, and they are black men. They sell crack cocaine, powder cocaine, and now they are selling crystal meth. They sell marijuana. They sell people. They are selling people to different remote neural monitoring groups across Montgomery County. They are making pornography and child pornography and remote neural monitoring. And then while these TI/perps watch a hologram of pornography, the illegal kind that includes children, and the illegal kind that includes murder, which usually is me, where they are trying to get people to imagine me getting murdered while they are having sexual contact with other people, or they are touching themselves sexually. So they're trying to create a situation where I'm going to be tortured by this kind of drug trafficking slash pornography. The drug dealers are Andrew Patterson, black male in his 50s. Now, this loser is a total fucking idiot. Okay? And he deserves the death penalty. He's basically stealing other perps' welfare checks, like the terrorist Natasha Williams, who's also involved in trafficking and child pornography. She's also torturing me and raping me and stalking me endlessly. She's creating a kind of cult with a registered sex offender, Charles Avery. Last name starts with a B. He's basically a child molester who's stalking me. And he wants people to understand that torturing me, causing me pain, while ejaculating is the ultimate sex. This is what black lives do in America. Daryl or Donald Washington, another loser stalking me. He's a father. All three of these people are parents. Um, he's a pedophile. He's a drug trafficker. He has a police record. He lives in a rental on MacArthur. One of the drug dealers rents this apartment, and different perps stay in this apartment on MacArthur in Dayton, Ohio, on the west side. Keisha Jones, another stupid loser stalker bitch, a welfare scam artist. She's receiving benefits. She's refusing to take care of her child. That money is supposed to go to her son. She's actually spending it on crack and cocaine. She's a delusional psychopath who wants people to torture me and stalk me and rape me. She's stalking the property. She's going to different places I have been. She wants to follow me to the end, and she wants to control me with these black men who are basically, imagine the ugliest homeless person that's black. And these are the perps. There's two sodomites torturing me to death. Reggie Angel Jenkins, a welfare fraud. He has AIDS. He's giving it to teenagers. He has a sister named Regina, possibly, and a daughter. Her daughter's Aisha. His mother may be Evelyn, who has died, and he lives in DeSoto, Bass. He may have gone to Paul Laurence Dunbar High School. His father's name may be Elroy. He's a crack addict. He lives on SSI. Okay? He's a diseased freak. Sodomite 2, he's homeless. And he's torturing me to death. He's staying in project building with this loser. He has HIV possibly, gonorrhea definitely. He's been a prostitute. He lives on the street. He's a filthy animal. And he's been stalking me for 2 years straight. Gary Albright. This freak is a pedophile, black male, 50s, 60s. He despises the black race. He'll do anything to destroy it. He molests a little girl. He drives a Nissan. He has a disease of some sort because I can tell in the R&M. He's a crackhead. He's an elderly crackhead. He compulsively masturbates to child pornography and the memories of perps and T.I.'s childhood. He's a misogynist psychopath, pornographer. He traffics black people. And he has dentures. He has rented different apartments over by University of Dayton in an attempt to assimilate to the white race as a prostitute and a pimp. I mean, seriously. He's taking care of a prostitute, pedophile, Michelle Miller. This bitch, I will destroy her if I find her. She's stalking me and bothering me nonstop. She's looking through my eyes. She doesn't work. She doesn't do anything all day but sit on her fat black ass and looks through my eyes. Todd Evans, he's now got some kind of obsession with me where he wants to get people to torture me. He's mind controlling perps to torture me and rape me, awake and asleep. He looks through my eyes 24 hours a day. He doesn't want to work. He's blackmailing people to support him. He is a terrorist, a drug trafficker, a drug addict. He's bisexual. He's raping white men in R&M. He's compulsively obsessed with the white race in a sexual way. And he's sick and twisted. Edward Hamilton, on the left side of my skull, this elderly loser who is a pedophile is torturing me. He smells, he doesn't shower, he smokes crack, he's a stinking, filthy piece of shit. Virgil Pearson, another drunk asshole, why are you writing these assholes checks? Send me the checks. I need the money, okay? I'll use the money appropriately. I won't molest children and buy crack. Okay? I'm an American. I deserve help. Why are you helping pedophiles? This loser, his mother was a prostitute. She's passed away, thank God. He's a bisexual pedophile loser. He lives on Hoover in Dayton, Ohio. He's helping to traffic me and anybody else he can. For what? For alcohol. He actually gets paid alcohol, pints of whiskey, to torture me. He used to go to Binger's, a bar that's downtown in Dayton. I used to go to this bar. It's closed now because it was a piece of shit. Marcus Weber or Webster, This fucking loser raped me in the middle of the night with the high. He's been arrested for armed robbery. He's a drug trafficker hiding out in Miamisburg, Ohio with white trash. Chris. What's Chris's last name, everybody? Alright. He went to Central State University. Of course he didn't graduate because he's a loser. Robert Lewis, he's now torturing every day for crack. Who cares who he is? So these are just some of the people that are torturing me. The whites, okay, the white supremacist Brian Schaefer, who today I've been tortured endlessly for 3 years, a 24-hour cycle. Okay, he's proclaiming that he's so upset, you know, that the blacks are disturbing him. He actually hired and recruited them to make kiddie porn for white people in Kettering, Ohio. He's a white male in his 50s, a psychopath, has a middle class background. He's a coke addict. He's on Thorazine. He likes children, women, men, anything. He's been taking care of black pedophile gang stalkers, giving them money and gifts and food for years. Now that he's tired of the black race, he wants to get rid of them and the blacks won't leave. Josh Holcomb, I don't know if that's his last name, a loser drug addict with chlamydia. Who cares? He's a pig. His mom was a hairdresser. Whatever. Brown hair, hairy body, the perps say. He may have a tattoo. He's a misogynist, gang rapist. He's been following me around for years. He never takes a fucking break. A white devil. He's a low-life white devil. Chris. Chris is basically handled and mind-controlled and worn out from drug abuse and playing with himself. He's a loser from Kettering. He's hiding out in Miamisburg with these black drug dealers. He's been making all kinds of kiddie porn. He's been playing with himself relentlessly. I don't know much about this loser except the blacks became obsessed with him sexually. Can you imagine a bunch of black men on the verge of an elderly age being obsessed with younger white guys? It's disgusting. Bruce Warren, the fat pig from hell, he's flipping drugs with his 401k. He's an elderly piece of shit and a drug trafficker. He has a drug dealer named Richard. I'm gonna, hopefully I can get this drug dealer's last name. He lives in Miamisburg. He's basically telling people to torture me and rape me. He has some kind of self-inflicted hatred of himself. I think he thinks that he's white. And these females, this Lori, these pigs are actually quiet. Lori, the prostitute stalker, she's an organized criminal. She lives off of elderly black men. She has sex for wine. Can you imagine having sex with black men and you're a white woman and get a bottle of fucking wine? She sucks dick for wine. She's got herpes. She's passing it around, making black men sick. These black men are losers, so who cares? She's remotely been stalking me for years. She's determined to break up my relationship. She doesn't want me to have anything. She is like a white supremacist targeting me. She's jealous of me. She's been pushing this agenda to try to get people to come after me so I can't have like a fantastic, wonderful life. And we all know what that's like. She's a trafficker. She hates the black race. She's a white devil. So this is, it's kind of boring because, I'd like to do something else but think about these people. They talk to me all day today. All day. Last night, last year. All day they talk to me. All day they hide in my head. They're in my skull. They're in my neck. They're in the base of my skull. They're in the front of my face. They're in my eyes. They're in my ears. They're in my vagina. They're in my stomach. They try to locate their consciousness inside of me so they can be me. Okay? Now I'm going to try to give information about targeting. You can go online. Anybody who's watching is probably a TI. there's all these stories about how this is functioning. Um, it's insane, Now, the intelligence. Your intelligence will be taken away from you in hopes that they could take advantage of you and control you better. Um, there's lots of talk about black men in this hive that they're jealous of my intelligence. They want to destroy my intelligence while trying to mimic it, how I got it, when I got it, and so on. These black men are trying to destroy me because I am intelligent and strong. And so this is a hate crime. They are ghetto birds. I got this term from fightingmonarch.com. Told a joke. So I'm going to call these perps Monarch ghetto birds. That's what they are. They're mind-controlled ghetto birds. Many of them are not mind-controlled. They're just vicious. I'm desperate. I want to get saved. I want to get help. I wish someone would set me free. Someone please set me free.